Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic, and in this episode we're going to tackle the beginning, and maybe the whole of it, who knows, of the Nathema conspiracy. And we of course have found out a bunch of information regarding the whole thing, and above all we have found out that the name of our enemy is the Order of Xildrog.
Commander, you're just in time. Hilo discovered a new lead in our search for the Order of Xildrog.
My guys picked up a weird signal from an abandoned Imperial listening post on one of their runs. Seems it was meant for the Alliance.
When decrypted, the signal broadcasts one word, Xildrog. The same as the message we intercepted from Theron. Someone is trying to lead us to the Order, I know it.
If that listening post is tied to the Order, we should bring the fleet and prepare for a fight.
It wouldn't hurt to have a few ships on standby, in case it's a trap. Regardless, it could hold vital information. We need to get inside that listening post and gather whatever data we can. There's no telling what you'll find, so I'll come along to provide support. I'm ready when you are.
Then let's get moving. Hilo, ready the shuttle.
Alright, well, can I just say that I'm not entirely sure why I'm given the option to be like, oh yes, you must bomb the station, you must make sure that all of them perish in, hellfire or whatever. And why am I given that option if it doesn't give me, the result that I'm looking for there? Because obviously we're playing a dark side character here, so most of the more aggressive options are going to be selected most of the time. Anyway, let's launch. Oh, okay. That was kind of a weird cutscene.
Self-destruct has been paused. Awaiting input.
Someone is tampering with security to let us through.
That might not last. We should hurry and find whatever information we can.
Ah, okay, so someone is apparently wanting to help us here, and as I said, that was a really weird cutscene. I mean, I understand, we're approaching the station and everything, but oh well.
Today, I watched two children on the spire fight over a discarded ration. I could do nothing to help them. Zakuul was a golden empire, and now look at us. Digging through the ashes the Alliance left behind. So many families torn apart, fighting a war they never wanted. And for what? So the Outlander can rule us from a stolen throne? Valkorian's death, Arkan's tyranny, Valen's path of destruction. It all began with the Outlander. I don't know what I can do, but I won't stand by and watch my people suffer. I need to take down the Alliance. For Zakuul.
Who is this man?
According to the data, his name is Vin Atrius, former member of Valen's Horizon Guard. He was reported missing 6 months ago. Beyond that, no records.
So this was the Order's base of operations?
The original data was wiped, but the backup is intact. Whoever led us here knows how to make encrypted copies.
Ah, so Vin Atrius is our man by the looks of things, and we're going to have to defeat him perhaps.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone, even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
We spent weeks sweeping Odessen for bugs, and somehow they still had eyes on us. How is that possible?
Well, that's pretty extensive. That is some pretty extensive work right there. And I suppose, I mean, how do they still have bugs on us? Well, if it was Theron doing the sweeping, then we know the answer to that.
You'll need my help. No one knows the Alliance better than one of its founders.
You expect me to trust you, after you helped the Outlander forge a partnership with the Empire? In a single blow, you doubled their support and cut ours in half.
I also led the commander into that trap on Iokath. You wouldn't hear me out, so I took matters into my own hands. Look, you doubt my intentions, I get that. How can I convince you?
Umbara. The Adegan crystals.
You got it.
Senya Tyrell was my partner in the Knights of Zakul. She saved my life countless times. I would have followed her to the ends of the galaxy. When she asked me to join the Alliance, I didn't hesitate. If she believed in the Commander, so did I.
You were a member of the Alliance?
I never had the chance. Before I left Zakul, Senya went silent. Later I learned she'd been murdered by the Outlander. Senya trusted the Alliance, and she died for it. I would burn Odessa to the ground for her.
Help us, and you will get your vengeance. And Ozal, you helped the Outlander take the throne in the first place.
You saw Valen's tyranny with your own eyes. Can you blame me for using any means necessary to overthrow her?
You put another tyrant in her place.
An error in judgment, I'll admit. But I'm here to correct my little mistake. The Commander needs to be eliminated. Our people have suffered enough, Finn. Let's put an end to it. For Zakul.
For Zakul.
Well, he seems pretty easy to convince, doesn't he? Because Indozal could just be working for someone else, and he has no way of knowing, does he? He seems easy enough to pull the wool over his eyes. Anyway, let's interact with this next terminal.
How did you find me?
It wasn't difficult. Despite clumsy attempts to cover your trail, I was able to learn everything about you. I know how to awaken Zildrog, and where to find it. It's much closer than you think.
You're lying. I searched the Gemini network.
I've ascended beyond the Gemini network. I severed my connection to maintain my free will. I've attained knowledge an organic like yourself cannot comprehend. If you provide the right people, I can help you control Zildrog.
What do you want in return?
My sisters are shackled to the throne. I still feel them calling to me.
You want them freed?
No. I want them destroyed. As long as the Eternal Fleet and the Gemini network exist, I remain vulnerable to outside control. Zildrog is the key to my freedom. I will not be enslaved again.
Odessan isn't the only target. They're after the entire Alliance, everything we built.
We haven't lost yet. We need to find the Order and stop them from awakening Zildrog.
My scans show there's still one more active terminal. Let's hurry.
I actually thought for a second that that was Scorpio, but, well, we all know what happened to her. Anyway, that is kind of interesting because obviously we don't exactly know how many Gemini units have been severed from the overall connection, and I'm thinking, well, what's to stop more of them from attaining some kind of sentience, some kind of free will? Well, hopefully that question will be answered sooner rather than later, and maybe we'll get a chance to fight Gemini 16.
I think I finally found it. After combing through all the data we took from Iokath, there was a string of numbers repeated over and over. When I decrypted them, the string spelled a word. Zildrog. I thought it was just a legend, but the dragon god of Zakul is real, And it's a super weapon, capable of consuming entire civilizations. I don't know how to wake Zildrog or how to control it, but I'm one step closer. It's finally here. My chance to destroy the Alliance and avenge my people. But I can't do it alone.
There's another machine god.
If the Order awakens Zildrog and uses it on Odessen.
Odessen is only the beginning. This weapon could devastate the galaxy.
We're running out of time.
Code recognized. Self-destruct will reactivate in 90 seconds.
That's our cue to pick up the pace.
Oh, well, we only have 90 seconds remaining. Well, I suppose, yes, that would definitely mean that I need to be a bit quicker. Alright, so yeah, let's not go the wrong way, shall we? Let's use a little bit of speed as well. I'm actually wondering, can I use my mount? No, I can't use my mount here. How do I get there, actually? Oh, it seems like I do have to go through that door. And that means that we have even less time. But obviously, hopefully the countdown has enough time for us to find out what we need from the main terminal. And our enemies are stacking up against us.
Strange. New data was entered into this console just before we arrived.
What does it say?
It's a set of coordinates on Nathema. There's a message. They've found it. Hurry. Wait. I recognize this encryption method. We developed it together years ago on Rishi. Only 2 people know how to decrypt it. Me and Theron.
There are so many layers to this, I hardly know what's real anymore. What in blazes is going on?
The coordinates could be a trap. But why Nathema?
Self-destruct reactivated. All personnel advised to evacuate immediately.
We'll discuss it later. Let's get out of here, before the whole station blows.
You destroyed the data?
Didn't leave a trace.
Ah, Theron. Oh yes, I kind of thought that. I did say in a previous episode that I thought to myself, yeah, he seems like he's, you know, doing a little bit of double agent style on these guys, and that's exactly what he's doing. So I'm pretty happy with that, actually, because I like the character of Theron, and I like everything that he's kind of been doing, and well, not the traitorous stuff, obviously, but you know, all the other stuff, you know, we've gone through over the years. It's been pretty wild ride, and it was kind of disappointing that he turned out to be some kind of traitorous oaf, but no, he's actually much smarter than we think.
I received word from my team. They've repaired the holomap from Capero. The data confirmed the Order's objective is Nathema. I can't believe it, but Theron's information was good. What's more, the coordinates we received from Theron pointed to a specific location on Nathema. It may be Zildrog's location, but we can't know for sure.
I don't know what Theron has up his sleeve, and I don't need to. I'm choosing to trust him.
It doesn't matter if we trust him or not. If we want to stop the Order, we need to act quickly. In any case, I'm coming with you to face those traitors. We've come too far to let them win now.
Let's show them who they're dealing with.
I can feel the history here. Valkorion had so much left to accomplish.
If he had his way, we'd all be dead.
Valkorion made Zakul a paradise, until your alliance destroyed it.
I know I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to help.
Then don't forget your place.
We've arrived. It calls out to us. It has slept for centuries, but knows the time to feed is approaching. SWTOR.
Call the others. We'll begin soon.
According to reports, the Force has returned to Nathema since Valkorian's death. The process has left the planet unstable and violent, so we'll need to be cautious.
I've got the fleet rallied over Odessa in case we need to mobilize. Good luck, Commander.
Alright, so Nathema apparently is our destination, and we have been here before, of course, tracking down Valkorian and Valen and so on, and yes, we apparently now need to complete another flashpoint. So I'm going to be using my stealth here because, of course, using stealth to get by all of these minions when we should really be focusing on stronger fare, don't you think? Okay, so it looks like we are pretty close to our coordinates, and I'm actually wondering what's gonna... Ah, Theron, hello there.
This is where the coordinates pointed to, but...
Where are we?
Not Zildrog's location, evidently.
Sorry, I needed to meet somewhere the Order wouldn't notice. I managed to give them the slip, but we don't have much time.
So you betrayed the Order, too? You have quite a track record.
I know how it looks, but just hear me out. I heard rumors about the Order of Zildrog through my old underworld contacts. It took me months to even find them, and the whole time, they were watching us. By the time I learned the truth about Zildrog, it was almost too late. They'd learned too much. I had to slow them down long enough for the Alliance to catch up. I had to join them, work from the inside. The only way to get Ven Atreus to trust me was to betray you.
It wasn't the only way. Why didn't you come to me?
The Gemini droid was watching. I couldn't figure out how, but she was recording every word we said. Telling you would risk the whole operation. I needed the betrayal to look real. You can't imagine how hard it was putting you through that. But I knew you were strong enough. I had faith in you.
So you infiltrated the Order and learned their plans. What are we up against?
They found Zildrog in one of the Emperor's vaults. Looks like Valkorian kept it on ice as a failsafe. The Order has nearly finished their final preparations. Once they activate Zildrog, it's the end of the Alliance.
I see them. The Alliance has arrived.
Already? How did they find us so quickly?
Theron Shan is among them. I warned you about him.
That deceitful scum. We'll have to begin ahead of schedule. Make sure the others are ready. Our new ally will take care of the Outlander.
I stalled them with false data for as long as I could, but we don't have much time. If we act now, we can stop the Order before they activate Zildrog. I set up blind spots so we can get through the vault mostly undetected.
We're supposed to trust you after what you've put us through. How do we know you're not leading us straight into the Order's hands?
If I get the slightest notion you're misleading us, I won't hesitate to kill you.
I get it. Thanks for giving me a chance. Come on. We need to get moving.
Alright, so I haven't really been too dark side-ish with some of the options, at least, where Theron is concerned, because I don't really want to go over to the options that will lead, inevitably, to potentially killing him. And I don't really want to do that because I think his character is just too valuable to kill off in story-based missions and things. And I don't know whether they'd really do that, to be honest, because he is such a large character and a big feature in many of the stories. so far, and so I think it would be kind of a shame to kill him off. Anyway, that's the reason why I'm being a bit cautious in that regard, because even though being Darkside's kind of fun most of the time, I don't really want to see such a major character killed off if I can help it. And I'm not going to be picking any light side options, that's for sure, but yeah, I just thought I'd explain my thought process there. And hello there. It seems like we have a very large, scary enemy to fight. Okay, well, let's see what we can do about that then, shall we? Guess I'm going to have to use this, and whoa, I think this is gonna be pretty bad, actually. These guys are doing some damage to us. Hopefully Theron can actually help me out a little bit here. And I might have to use, there we go. Yes, just gonna try and stabilize my HP as much as possible so that Lana can actually start healing me a bit. And there we go. Alright, that is good. That is fantastic. That's all we needed. And now we can just focus on the big guy. And it's gonna take us a bit of time, of course, but once he is done, we should be good. He does have rock throw and everything, but I don't think that's really going to make too much difference. Ooh, this looks like a pretty cool ability. Look at this! It seems like this guy is burrowing underneath the ground, and you do have a variety of different places that you can run to heal yourself if you need to. Obviously, I didn't really need to because this guy has not really been doing anything too spectacular, and we're actually seeing some of his more damaging abilities right now because he hasn't been using these the entire time I've been fighting him, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know whether dying is pretty cool, especially not to this thing, but I'm going to try and continually go into these healing areas. I can actually deal damage to him while he's in that, but it deals quite a lot of damage, so I'd like to try and prevent that if at all possible, and we're going to just use our cooldown here to finish this guy off. And his leap actually does quite a bit of damage, but this ability that he's using right now, what is that? Pulverize. Yes, Pulverize is much more damaging, and it also immobilizes you, so you do need to be a bit cautious of that. But otherwise, that was easy enough with Lana healing us. And we're now gonna move on to the Verdant Valley.
I assume it belongs to the Order.
Took nearly their entire base with them when they left. Had me destroy what remained.
Well, I'm passing by some extremely strong units right here, and I don't envy anyone without stealth, to be honest, right now, because this Hand of Xildrog looks very, very strong indeed. 251,000 HP, and that's quite a bit. I mean, we have 90,000 in comparison, so obviously that guy would take a long time to take out. Now, we've been told by Theron right now, just a couple of moments ago, that they have started the ritual, and we need to get there as soon as possible. So let us try to speed things up a little bit. This looks like an arena. I wonder what we're going to be fighting. Xildrog himself or something else?
My enterprising apprentice. All grown up. You've done well for yourself, haven't you? Did you ever imagine you'd encounter me again? As you can see, I tricked some poor fool into my old prison so I could take her form. Of course, it's not my first choice. But once the Order wrings the life from your body, I'll take it for my own. Think of what I could do if I controlled your power.
You've worn out my patience, Zash. This time, I'll tear your screaming spirit from your body and watch it burn.
Imaginative as always. I believe I'll miss that when you're dead. I don't expect this little surprise of mine to defeat you, but it should slow you down just enough. Enjoy.
What is that? What is that? Are you serious? Are you serious about this? Okay, that's pretty crazy. And also, the person that we just spoke to, I am extremely amazed. I am extremely amazed that she made a return. That is kind of crazy. And I think what I need to do is destroy these hunter probes. Don't I need to do that? It seems like we might need to do that. I mean, what is it currently doing? Hunter field. Seeks intruders and their proximity drives the ancient... Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do not want to stand in the area where next to those hunter probes, because it makes the ancient droid deal massive damage. I'm actually really happy to see that character back, by the way, because I think that she was a cool character, and it was kind of a shame when, you know, she got killed and everything, but obviously she kind of betrayed us and all that stuff. But yeah, it was a long time ago. It's a long time ago, wasn't it? Kind of surprised that they thought of that, but gotta say it's really nice to see those old characters, actually, because anything that's from the original story of a particular class, I think is really cool to bring back into these expansions, because I think that was missing. That was kind of missing from the previous expansions, you know, Knights of the Eternal Throne and Empire and all that stuff. Kind of missing those cool characters. Whoa, I am being absolutely murdered right here, but thankfully Lana was doing a good job. Can I interrupt this? No, I can't interrupt this. So how do I... Is there a way that I can do this? No, it seems not. Interesting. Do you think I'm going to die here? No, I'm alive again. Okay, so it seems like I do have some kind of special ability to not really die here. I don't think that's anything that I'm doing, so to speak, but yeah, that was pretty harsh. Maybe I do need to destroy these hunter probes. I'm going to try that out, actually, and try and focus down a couple of these guys. Well, it seems like this has not really helped with the damage output of the enemy droid, but on the one hand, I don't think I can actually die. I think I'm pretty immune to damage here, because it seems like every time I get down to about 35% HP, I seem to get healed to full by something. So I'm not entirely sure what that something is, but whatever it is, I'm pretty happy about that. Did I literally just reset the fight? Yes, I did. Well, it seems like that spinning move that it has, that does a huge amount of damage, is the only thing it really does have in terms of its attacks. Yes, sometimes it has like a knockback thing, which doesn't really do much either. And yeah, otherwise Theron is actually the one that is healing us when we get really low. So, well, he's definitely good for something, that's for sure. Anyway, it seems like you just can't possibly die during that fight at all, and you don't have to worry, so that's pretty good. It just takes a bit of time, of course. And note to self, do not use escape abilities when fighting a very high HP boss. That's certainly something I'm going to try and remember from now on. I have to say that the environments on Nathema are extremely well done. I was just in a cave just there where there was just torches everywhere. It was looking pretty cool with all the lighting and everything. And then we're in this ceremonial hall kind of area where there's just light coming in from outside, and there's vegetation, and, you know, all the force coming back to the planet is obviously making things grow quite fast. And otherwise, well, Lana has told us that there is a tremendous amount of dark side energy in front of us. And we're going to get ready for a fight, as Theron just said. So let's see what we actually have to deal with here. I don't exactly know whether we're even going to need to fight it, or whether there will be some kind of gimmick that will give us the advantage. Maybe there will be something, or maybe it will just be a straight up fight. We'll see.
What is this?
You! Been wanting to do that for ages.
Organics fight so hard for their survival, but you are too late. The thrones have been filled. Xildrog is summoned.
What happened to these people?
They served a purpose they hadn't anticipated. Fuel for Xildrog's awakening. First, he will destroy the shackles that kept me enslaved to your kind. Then he'll obliterate your pathetic alliance as a reward to Atreus for playing his part.
Touch my fleet, and I'll use you as scrap to build a new throne.
All such weak threats. In the face of true power, the time has finally come. Xildrog awakens.
Not since I consumed this planet have I felt such hunger. target. Let me feed.
Execute formation 2995.
It is done.
What was that?
Commander! Things okay over there? Because they're definitely not okay here.
All this time, Zildrog was... How is this happening?
Rally the troops and prepare for an attack. Protect Odessen at all costs.
Don't know how much help will be, but I'll get the orders to Admiral Aga.
Gathering power.
Inconvenient. It appears I'll have to eliminate you myself.
Destroy the power sources. Don't let Zildrog recharge.
Ooh, now this is very exciting, isn't it? Okay, so where are the power sources? Where are the power sources? I don't exactly know where they are, so I guess we'll just begin the fight, and then we will see exactly where I need to go. Okay, so it seems like, there are a couple of Sky Troopers here. Hello. I think we can deal with these guys pretty easily, as is per usual with Sky Troopers, of course. You know, if I don't see these guys ever again, it's really not a big loss at all. These guys have been an absolute thorn in our side ever since the Knights of the Eternal Empire was released. It's just crazy how many Sky Troopers we've seen. Anyway, it seems like Gemini 16 is dying extremely quickly right now, and I don't think we have to worry too much. I mean, okay, so this beam is very, very powerful indeed. Seems to do a lot of damage, but we can avoid it very easily. So I don't think we need to worry too much about that. I've just got to make sure to dodge it. There we go. And there we go. Okay, that's good enough. And I don't think we should really focus even bothering to kill these Sky Troopers, because they seem to just respawn very quickly indeed. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of... Oh, wow. Okay, I'm actually unsure what's going on here.
Your attempts to survive are pointless.
Right, okay, so I should probably kill the crypts, shouldn't I? Yeah, should probably kill these things pretty fast. There we go, let's kill that one. And then if I can kill this one as well, that would be good. I don't have a lot of damage, just bear that in mind. I'm not exactly massively well geared, so that's obviously a bit of a problem. There seems to be another one over here. And I think that is going to happen every single, I don't know, every 40%, I guess, of Gemini 16's HP. There we go, taking out that one. And we can now take out this one as well. Seems like we are actually able to take it out pretty easily. And is that it? No? Yes? Yep, that seems to be it. Okay, so now we can focus on Gemini 16 once again, by the looks of things. I do need to make sure that I am in range, of course, of our healers, because I really do not want to die, considering this fight does tend to have multiple stages, so it's going to be a bit difficult. Oh wow, Gemini 16, very, very easy to kill, because that's not the real one, of course. Is this the real one? Yeah, this is the real one. Okay, so I can very easily just avoid that as well. She is dying very quickly, actually. And this Sky Trooper's being kind of annoying. I'd like to try and get him dead so that both of our companions can help us out. And I think we're done. That was... oh, Obliteration Protocol. Ah, okay, so there seems to be some kind of instant kill that was going to happen there at the end. But it seems like we're good, and now we can activate the console.
We need to shut Zildrog down before it has the chance to attack again. The tech involved shouldn't be too different from Tithe, so I think I can slice into it.
Theron, no!
Theron!
I've sacrificed too much to let you ruin my last chance at vengeance. Zildrog will destroy Odessen, and you'll finally know how it feels to lose everything.
Theron Shan wasn't yours to kill. You'll pay for taking that satisfaction from me.
I was right about you. It's time to end this! Zildrog! Lend me your power!
Augmenting. Consume our enemies, servant of the dragon.
Oh, right. Okay, so now we have to deal with Vin himself without Theron's help. And I'm very much hoping that Theron is going to be okay, because, well, usually a lightsaber like that is kind of fatal. So let's hope that that's not the case. Now, we do have to kill Zildrog as well, so I'm actually thinking, can I dot him up or something? No, seems like that's not the case. So I am going to just do this the old-fashioned way by the looks of things. And can I, are you sure I can't select him at all? No, it seems like I cannot. Okay, well, old-fashioned it is then. Ah, it seems like Zildrog spawns these little annexes in the game field, and basically we just need to destroy those, because apparently it gives some kind of buff to Vin here, and we will not be too happy if he gets any more powerful than he already is. Alright, so it looks like Vin himself is about to go down. I don't know whether we need to kill another annex. I've needed to actually kill a couple of those so far, so... is there another one? Nope, doesn't seem like it. And he has fallen. So now we need to kill R. Okay, so now we need to damage Zildrog. I don't know whether we're going to be able to kill him before the fact, but I'm going to try and give myself some buffs here, and maybe that's going to help us out. I think we have enough time. You can kind of see that we have enough time by the looks of things. Impending Doom. Damage increases with each wave of damage. Right. Well, that's not too good. Yes, Final Harvest. That is going to end a bit abruptly, I think. There we go. I wanted to loot him, actually. I was like, yes, let me please loot the machine god.
Systems failing. I see darkness.
Theron's still alive, but just barely.
Couldn't even do that right. It looks like you've won again, Outlander. Like you always do. What are you waiting for? Strike the final blow. Be the hero yet again.
You destroyed my fleet, attacked my people, and endangered the galaxy. For your crimes, I sentence you to death.
Get it over with.
We don't have much time. Unless we get Theron to Odessen, he won't make it.
Alright, so this is somewhere that I'm gonna speak, because usually I'll just make choices and I won't say anything, but generally, I do not want to make this dark side decision. I am making a bit of an exception here. I have selected a couple of light side options in the past, but for me, right now, I do not want to let Theron die. He has not really done anything. He's not really done anything bad. He has betrayed us, obviously, but that was only to ingratiate himself with the Order of Xildrog and to try and help us eventually. That is the metagame, you know, that's the bigger picture here. And I'm not going to be short-sighted here. Xenash is not going to be short-sighted, and we're going to make sure that we save him. So that's what I'm going to do, even if it's a light side decision, even if people are a bit annoyed by that, I'm going to do it because that's what I want to do. It's my character. Personally, I think it's the right decision to make.
Call a shuttle. We're taking Theron home.
No Alliance casualties, minimal damage to Odessen, and we stopped an ancient machine from destroying half the galaxy. I'd say that's a win. Factions associated with members of the Order have offered their apologies. But the fact remains, the fleet and the gravestone, our two strongest weapons, are gone. The future of the Alliance is uncertain. What happened on Nathema is proof that we need change.
The galaxy fears us, with or without the fleet. We'll have no problem maintaining control.
If it were anyone else, I'd have doubts, but I've seen what you can do. After this, I imagine the Empire and Republic will double down on their war efforts. We may need to consider who we'll support when the time comes.
It's time we get you back to the Empire, Lana.
Only if I never have to set foot on Drummond Cass again. You know, it'll be nice to take a break from ruling the galaxy.
Oh, like you've ever taken a break in your life.
Theron.
It's been a while since I was last in this room. It's good to be back. Look, I know I put you through hell. I was reckless and stupid, and it almost cost us everything. I saw the bounty you put on me. I know I screwed up, but I did it to protect you and the Alliance. And if you'll have me, I'll work hard to earn a place at your side. So, what do you say? Are we still a team?
You risked your life for us. There's always a place for you here.
I don't know what I would have done if you'd said no. I have a lot of making up to do, but I'm here to stay, no matter what.
As am I. The Alliance may change, but we're not going anywhere. Everything is different now. But whatever the future holds for us, the three of us will face it. Together.
Alright. I know. A little bit of a sappy ending right there. Personally, I could not be happier with that, personally. I absolutely love Theron's character. I think he's a really cool addition to the story whenever it happens, because, you know, it's Lana and Theron, you know, Theron and Lana. You always have these two at your side. And I just cannot imagine the game without Theron in it. So, even though this is a dark side character, I have selected things in the past, as you can see right here. I do actually have a couple of light side points, 9,600 to be precise, which is kind of insane. I actually didn't think I had that many, but anyway, that was the Nathema Conspiracy. Next time we're going to be going to our ship's terminal and picking up Inflection Point, the state of things to come. There we go. Found a time of relative calm to find out what happens next. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, stay tuned for that. And otherwise, I thank you very much for joining me on this journey. It's been a pretty long episode, hasn't it? But yes, otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.